Welcome to this second short video on GraphPad Prism Integration. In this second video, I want to show you how to append data to an existing GraphPad file. The GraphPad I want to add data to is the following one. I have two tables in this file. One is called number of events, one is called percentage of gated cells from plot. In these two tables, you see I have 28 data points, one column, one experimental group. I want to add other table with more data point and more experimental group. We're going to batch tab, batch actions, and we're going to create a Prism project. Now in the first short video, I use the first option, start with an empty file, which means create a brand new Prism file. In this case, I will go with the second option, and thus I will combine the output with an existing Prism file, and I will indeed select the existing Prism file that I just showed you. We also have two options in terms of output file options. The first one, append to the file being combined with, means overwriting. The second one means create a copy of the file. I will create a copy of the file and I will simply call it new copy. I want to point out that there is also an option which is more advanced that allows you to choose whether you want to overwrite tables with the same name inside GraphPad, or whether you simply want to keep adding tables to the GraphPad file. By default, FCS Express adds table to the GraphPad file. It doesn't overwrite any existing table. I will keep this option for a longer video, but just consider that you have this possibility. So in this case, again, we will simply add new table to that GraphPad file. Once the Prism object is created, then we can add tables to it. We can add X and Y, column and group table. We can add any or multiple of those table type. I will create a Prism column table. The Prism column table allows you to define titles for row and column. The row title is defaulted to the file name. You can customize it by clicking on the ellipsis, and you can also use multiple keywords. For the column title, I will select one of the keywords available in my dataset, which is called compound. It's also the one that you can see into the data list. Again, you can use multiple keywords also to define column title. At this point, we can start dragging and dropping from the layout. And in this case, I will drag and drop a gate 2, to retrieve two statistics from it: number of events and percentage of gated cells from plot. Once you're ready, you can execute the batch processing by either clicking on run or rerun, depending on whether or not you are using the apply iteration snapshot option. In this case, I'm not using that option, so I can click on run. The batch processing is now finished. I can open my existing Prism file, new copy, and here we go. You see the first two tables are the ones that were already there, while the table number 3, table number 4 are the new one. You see I have more data points and more experimental group. One note about the table name. The table name by default created by FCS Express matches the statistic name. So in my user option, I'm naming statistic this way: number of events, percentage of gated cells from plot, and so on. If you want, and I suggest you to that, you can customize the way in which statistics are named into FCS Express by going into your user options. And this will allow you, for example, which is very useful, to add the gate or also the denominator gate to the statistic name. So in this case, remember, this was the number of events of gate 2. If you customize this name into FCS Express, the statistic will be called number of events gate 2, and also this table will be called number of events gate 2. Thanks for watching.